the easiest. But this kind of fits in, I suppose. It's the man-fighting aspect. It's slightly better in the lane as well, because you can play at a distance.
Troll you said was coming?
Well, I listed off like 10 heroes, so don't give me any credit for that.
Worth to have that. If I recall the hero right.
So I feel like if you know the teams, calling heroes is pretty easy, but if you're just coming in, it's like calling what they kind of need in their draft makes a lot more sense than saying specific heroes, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because if I'd have told you they're going to pick Troll 100% because I know the team and how they react in different situations, it's not like, you know, next level meta calling or something, it's just reading off the page. Some people seem to really like it when casters call heroes, so it makes them look better in the public eye, I think. So maybe I should just do it more. I've never thought it's that impressive, personally.
So, let's take a look at this drafts from both these teams. What do you think? Can Planet Dog just have a better draft with both the Lycan and the Dragonite? Because the last time we did think that Science draft, and they were the ones who ended up winning. Have a better draft.
Prepare for battle.
I'm not so sure they have like a straight up better draft like they did last game, but personally I really like the heroes they have together. They have a lot of ways of like determining factor in early game fights, most of the time.
Stand King, Swift ending on Lycan, 33 on Matt Ryder. The other side, let's take a look. Crystal Maiden, Solan again. Phased. Pull this time around. Dash Rock, Sword Art. Darkseer now. Let's say the game happens again.
30 seconds to battle.
Game will be over if early game is the same. Because last game, they had heroes that needed time to come online, and they needed to be like an item ahead to really end the game and push their advantage, which they were at times, and then they just didn't execute properly. This game, like, it's so much easier for them to end if they have an advantage. Because they have overwhelming teamfight, really good pick-off. Their draft is... The only thing it doesn't really do well is scale without a lead. You know, Lycan and DK both drop off when items aren't equal or one ahead. They man fight pretty well until like 30-40 minutes, but after that could be issues. Especially with Sladar in the game.
It goes the same way. Dog are going to react to being down 1-0. Game away from being eliminated. Maybe that pressure is too much for Planet Dog, or maybe on the other side for Rocket Science. Pressure of knowing you're 1 game away from going to the finals. These cues come out from both.
The other option you didn't list is some teams play really well under pressure.
Here, but nothing lead for the side of Rocket Scientist over Planet Dog. Planet Dog trying to keep their hopes alive. Rocket Scientist, they're looking to move on. I'm sure that the other semifinal has started at the last I looked. Basio, winner of that game. Look up top, Swift ending again, having an easy time. pretty easy as you've got both the disruptor and the tank. Starts here.
I'll take your tribute.
Still level 1, trying to find himself level 2. Iron Shell not doing too much for him. Playing around it. Him and the Dragon very well right now.
Yeah, the supports are doing the right thing, I think. Just putting all of their early game into zoning out the stacks here. The bat's going to be able to do a bit more, I feel like, when Sentien gets his levels as well. This is like much better than him starting bottom.
First blood. My Fleet Strider's tracks run red.
Beforehand. Coming over a bit too late is going to be Ashraf. That's exactly what Planet Dog were hoping for. Dark Force with lead level 3 over to level 4. Iron Shell on the Vardar, but he's zoned out as well, just taking a lot of damage from both J4 and J7.
Yeah, this is a horrible time for the Slardar to not be bottom as well, because CM pulls a double stack, and Batrider just goes and gets all the experience. There's some last hits for free, because they can't zone him away, so he's going to be pretty happy with that. You know, his CS isn't ideal, but he's getting his levels, and he'll catch up with the farm later, especially if his team decides to stack for him at any point. But I think they're otherwise engaged.
Start. What he did with the farm he's got going later into that game.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
See him get a good start and he takes him.
Definitely possible. Troll is a very snowbally hero.
Invisibility.
Take over. Send Mastermind all the way back. Time.
It's a hard matchup for Clock to like zone the DK out, but I wouldn't personally expect him to be getting out CS'd this much. He went for the double null early to like prioritize the CS, but I feel like the only reason he loses this lane is if he doesn't have regen, so you want to auto. And I think it's kind of biting him in the ass here. You don't have a shrine, or you get your bottle if you go double null anymore with the patch.
Away by that Firefly. End up dropping, so again, main lane will be a tough one to overcome, even if he has that opportunity. We've got Lycan doing well. Also, DK. Dropping him. Yes, Planet Dogs to try and lock up a game of their own.
Yeah, and you look at this Slardar hero who's moved around the map a few times, accomplished basically nothing with every rotation. You know, if he's bottom, that kill doesn't happen. If he doesn't go top, Batrider doesn't take the stack, get level 4. That kill also doesn't happen. Feels bad, man, the Slardar.
He's picked up by Kaiser. Fox tries to blink. Kaiser.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Slow reaction from Batroc. Quite a bit. Nothing in the favor of Planet Dog.
Not as bad as the early game from last game, but it's starting to pick up. You know, I suppose the best thing about that is DK doesn't get any tower damage out of his ult, but that's a very small silver lining. You know, they're trying to go on him here, he just doesn't give a shit.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
And now bottom, Troll's gonna get lassoed. He's dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Still in. 5-0.
feels like they're really not reading the game well. And I don't mean to harp on one player, but it's also a team thing, right?
Yeah.
His carry could be saying, look, this Batrider's gonna shit on me, I need you bottom.
Radiant's
and he's
top tower
either not
is
coming
under
or the
attack.
call's not being made. They've got no vision in the area either, and like now he's trying to go down here on his own. Yeah, like this is ginormous. This is half the reason they're losing the game right now.
Right on back. They get another kill, 6-0. It's kind of early game one-sided as we saw in the first game, except I think Planet Dog aren't going to make the same mistake twice.
I hope not. This game is a lot harder for me to place than. And again, like they're trying to go on a hero that they just like they don't have damage to kill.
Become a steam train downhill, and I don't know if rocket scientists are going to have anything to stop them.
They have to stop playing desperate and start playing smart. Because right now, like, going on DK there, it's an autopilot move. It's like, okay, their supports aren't quite here yet, we're gonna TP in, we're gonna do some damage, Pop has ulti, let's try and kill him, right? But you don't accomplish anything with that. You don't have any vision on your own side of the map right now, and anytime your carry goes anywhere near his tower, he's getting dived, because Batrider is, like, this kind of aggressive hero, supplemented with two pretty strong initiating supports. They're just trying to play in the wrong lane the entire time, and like Sladar's still not realizing the problem. Maybe he feels like he can't go down there, but in that case it's like the team can't go down there at all if he doesn't want to play there. And they have a Koth with a TP and level 6. So if he goes down there,
Radiant's
they dive,
bottom tower is under attack.
Koth TP's in, 3 turn kills. They're just not... They're either too scared or they're not seeing it. And it's punishing them a lot.
Radiant's
Now Bat's
bottom
playing with like
tower
complete
is under
freedom.
attack.
They're not punishing the DK at all. He's had like 3 heroes in his lane the past 2 minutes. Doesn't give a crap, he's just killing them. Lycan's free farming top because he has a shit ton of regen. He's even going to kill the Darkseer here if he gets lucky crits.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's
attack.
hard for the side of rocket scientists going on the cores anyway. How? Keep him alive that much longer. He's is probably the hardest hero to kill right now, and why would you use on him? Not that, this is exactly
This is like the first good thing they're doing, is where they're trying to kill the Lycan that used to gold.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
His TP because he knows that Lycan's just going to be alright.
Now there's a DDDK hitting mid tower with his ult. Troll's trying to take like a double stack of
Radiant
Ancient, which is
structures
not
are
play.
fortified.
I mean, the
Radiant's middle
last game,
tower is under attack.
I saw a window for them to come back in, just because of like their team composition, how many stuns and stuff they had, and like their initiation. But this game, it's like they're just crumbling so much.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Very hard. They've lost the mid tier 1, and you don't really have a counter to add while that ball happens.
Radiant's
Then
bottom
you're gonna
tower
take the
is
bottom
under
tier
attack.
1, a lot of gold
Dire's
going
top
their way.
tower
The
is
Sun's
under
got on top.
attack.
Rocket's a little bit of trouble static. Storm's gonna stop him from
Radiant's bottom tower is fallen.
He's gonna fall once more.
Got the what?
J4
Glimpse?
perfect.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Back,
attack.
they got themselves Glenn. Glenn could be the
Dire's top tower
fall.
is under attack.
Dragon Bell. Got the kill. They might have a courier. Actually, the
Radiant's
courier
courier.
saves the life of the Crystal Maiden.
Dire's
That's
top
not
tower
worth.
is under attack.
Courier's
Dire's
worth
top
like
tower has fallen.
4 times more.
Radiant's middle
They got a tower,
is under attack.
so there's a trade. But
Radiant structures are
They lose their
fortified.
courier. They're losing a tier 2
Radiant's
needed
bottom tower is under attack.
it's like feels bad, man. And this is why I was like, if this early game goes remotely as bad, like there's no way they look at how strong they are.
Sonic Wave on
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
be knocked down to
They might just GG.
well enough to
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
their bottom tier 2 very low, switching back to taking that.
Well, if we ignore the first game's context, this is kind of what I'd expect with the series. Because Pro Dota are just Planet Dog are just a better team. You know, they play at a higher level more consistently. And they're showing it here. I think they also have slightly more comfort heroes, like 33 on his bat is like his most played hero by far. The other team's not dealing with it well, so he's having a really easy time playing. And they can actually use their leads in the game as well. Like doesn't even need to finish like his items, they're just stronger right now because of Howl and Nighttime. So if they ever want to take a fight, they're Gucci to go. And it means no more sitting back, waiting 5 minutes for someone to finish an item and then hoping that they execute correctly in the fights.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I think it kind of goes back to what I said in the draft, where they thought they were a better team, so they drafted the split version, thought they could just win
Radiant's
that
top
way.
tower
And they were pretty
is fallen.
close to doing so, they just made 1 or 2 mistakes, so I think it snowballed. Whereas this game, it's like, okay fine, screw split push, let's just play real heroes, let's not treat them like a bad team, and they're playing properly and they're winning.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has
Nothing
fallen.
almost doesn't count. Shooting hand grenades.
soldier's
And now being
fortune.
packed up to your base.
They just don't know what to do, as well.
This'll come in
Right.
handy.
This is not a game where prevention, where you can cure what's happened, you can't prevent it. He dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think he used the wrong chat wheel. This is where you type GG, not don't give up.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And this is without a Roche as well. They have no tier 2 towers. So they're only map controllers for shrines right now. Which probably gonna be warded up. One already is. And they have Blink on Sand King as well as the bat now. They're just kind of waiting for I think their ults to cool down, and then they'll be quite happy to either take a fight or go Roche. They're gonna see the Slider here as well, so maybe they can get the Blinks. DK also has one with a DD rune, so pretty strong right now.
Go for it. The ult there. Mordor. Right to the hand of the Dragonite. He's dead. The meeting falls up top. And come on. It is now 17-0.
Yeah, they finally surpassed the clock in terms of kills per minute. They even get a nice little regen rune. Game's just being really good to them right now.
Dire's bottom
So
tower
this is
under
the
attack.
difference between like tier 1 players and, you know, like the tier 2 margin, where they probably felt like they had to do things.
They almost got their first kill on Sand King. He's gonna get away with the shadows, but I know it would be enough to Mastermind will fall to 33. Now he can go over and Solen. Thunderstruck as well as Glimpse back into this. It was almost 17-1. Now it's
Char your bones.
I just feel so bad. Now, Dark Seer, he's
Dire's
way
middle
behind
tower
enemy lines.
is under
Milan
attack.
is here. almost fell. I guess you can with the pros of Haze and a slithering crush, but now you're going to be the one in trouble as closing the distance is going to be the rest of the team. He tries to leave, he stops it immediately. He knows he's just dead. There's the late burn. You gotta have a feeling that the team's coming in. And there's the burn in 33 with another hit from above.
That is the look of a man who has given up.
But not seriously.
Oh, maybe they all feel like the game's over, but they agree that they should always play it out.
Fine, I get that, man. That's how I like to play.
It doesn't hurt. Like, they could throw. They could go into base with Aegis and dive tier 4s and a buyback could come out and they turn it. And similar to last game.
Anything is
Trolls-
possible in Dota, I think, with where it's at right now. As long as the engine's still standing, anything can happen. It's always my view.
I suffer from, you know, seeing what should happen and then when it doesn't, it's like, what the hell? But I wish I had the optimism of some people. 'Cause it would make the game way more enjoyable to watch. Whereas now it's just like the inevitable sealing of the coffin.
See, 2 minutes in, the game will be 20. Somehow Rocket Scientist will take this series 2-0.
Alright boys, clip that shit and then flame him on Reddit when he's wrong. Hey.
Static, no guy, there goes Sonar. I think the only one but it's really not doing it. I'm just getting a little bit low that anything as well, and they're going to lose much others. The lens dropping again, they finally pop an Aegis. So, I mean,
Doesn't count.
still horseshoes and hand grenades.
GG.
They're trying to get the Zen King out of it. Ends up
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
I don't think I've ever seen kills above like 20 to 0 in like, somewhat close games. Pretty